Hi guys, AubreyRS here, coming back with another video today with my Big Game Hunter guide for 2020. A fun, easy minigame where you can make a lot of money quite quickly. So today I'll be showing you how to do Big Game Hunter as well as a few perks and tips that you can use to make the game easier. So you would do Big Game Hunter for two main drops, the Dragonmatic, which is worth roughly around 90 mil at the moment, with a drop rate in 1 in 100 from any dinosaur, and also the Pterosaur Maul that comprises of 3 pieces that you can each get from the tier 3 dinosaurs, and that's worth about 200 mil. When I talk to players about Big Game Hunter, they seem quite confused about which dinosaurs to kill or perhaps what order to do that in. So I've broken down the 9 dinosaurs into 3 groups. So the first group, starting with the Arcane Apatosaur, he requires 75 Hunter and 55 Slayer to kill, and he requires a raw shark to be baited. Once you kill him, you'll get meat from him to be able to bait the Asiotops. He requires 85 Hunter, 65 Slayer. Again, you kill him, you'll get meat from him to then bait the Oculi Apatosaur, who's the tier 3 for this group. And then the meat that you get from the tier 3s aren't actually very useful in the game at the moment. So moving on to group 2 then, it's the exact same level. You'll start with 75 and 55 for Scimitops. You'll bait him with a raw sailfish. You'll kill him, you'll get the meat from Scimitops to bait Corpicula Rex. Again, meat from him to bait Malatops, and that's a trend then that feeds the whole way through into the final group 3 here. So you've got Bagrada Rex, and he requires a raw manta ray to be baited. Then you get meat from him. Then you can bait Spaghetti Apatosaur. And then after Spaghetti Apatosaur has been killed, you get meat from him, and then you can bait Pavosaurus Rex. And just before we get started, a few perks that can help you on your dinosaur killing journey include the Quick Traps ability that you can buy from the Hunter Mark shop in Anachronia. Don't worry about getting that at the moment, because if you haven't started, you're not going to have any Hunter Marks, but that is something you'll definitely want to get in the future. Also, if you could at least start with the Tier 2 Lodge, Hunter Lodge in Anachronia, before starting Big Game Hunter, it just means you'll be able to survive a lot easier with that extra 2.4 seconds the dinosaur takes to catch you. Also, one of the biggest things here in this minigame is mobility. It's so important to be able to be mobile as you're running away from the dinosaurs. So I highly recommend Surge, Bladed Dive, and also the mobile perk on a piece of gear. That way it'll have your cooldown for both these abilities, and you'll be able to be a lot more mobile, and you'll definitely be able to survive longer that way. Okay, so here I am at the Arcane Apatosaur spot. This is the first dinosaur on the list that I included, and we'll be hunting this as the example. In the description below, I'll include a map to the entire area of Anachronia where you can find the different locations for all the dinosaurs. So whenever you have your bait in your inventory, or if you're using the bait box, you can click the bait box and withdraw your bait there. The bait box only requires some Anachronia resources to build, so it's quite simple. Okay, so we're going to start the encounter. Right, priority is when we start the encounter is to collect some logs. And the logs are required to build the ballistas that we're going to use to kill the dinosaur, as well as also to create the spears that we're going to use to shoot the dinosaur with. So each ballista fires 1 spear, so we're going to need to make 3 spears. We also need 4 logs spare to make the ballistas, as well as 1 for the trap itself. Okay, so we have plenty of logs there. We're now going to fletch 3 spears, 2 and 3. Again, we're always aware of where the dinosaur is. The dinosaurs tend to take a circular path. And then we need vines as well. Imagine a bit like a crossbow. We need the wood, and then we need the vine as the bowstring. So we almost have 3 vines now. There we go. Tier 1 Hunter Lodge coming in there, giving me a double gather of resources there. So whenever we do Big Game Hunter, what we're looking for is the weakness of the dinosaur to the poison. And we need to collect the poison from the different frogs in the area. Now, because we don't know what the weakness is, what I'm opting to do here is to collect 2 of one and 1 of the other. So I've gone for 2 red and 1 yellow. And it's a process of elimination simply to find out what the weakness is for the dinosaur. So he's going to move past me there. Yep, fantastic. So we build the ballistas, and then we arm it with our chosen spear. So whenever we shoot the spears, the dinosaur will receive 3 hit splats. Now one of them may or may not hit 30k, but that's the one we're looking for. We're looking for the one that deals 30k damage to the dinosaur. Now, if the spears that I have chosen, so I've chosen again red and yellow, if neither of them do 30,000 damage, then I know that it's the option that I haven't chosen, so that would be blue. Just bladed dive out of that. And I can come back. Again, if the reticle starts to become yellow or anywhere near red, that's when you need to definitely vacate. There's a good example there. And then if you see it start to turn orange, that would be a good time to move away. So now we're going to arm this last one. See, there you just seen the dinosaur roaring. That means that he's now going to reverse his path, and he's going to go the way that he wasn't going prior. So now he's like reversed his path. Again, the dinosaur just tends to move in a circle, and that tends to be the case in most dinosaurs. They just move in a circular fashion. So there's all 3 ballistas now loaded, and now we're going to watch the cutscene to see which hit splat does 30,000 damage. Okay, so there you can see he eats the bait. Spears launch, neither of them did 30,000 damage, so I now know that it's the blue frog that deals 30,000 damage. So now I know that I need to collect blue frogs. So I'm now going to collect some blue frogs. It's going to make my spears. So from now on, whenever you repeat this instance, you know that the weakness is blue frogs. And the weakness will always be blue frogs now, until the dinosaur goes into hiding. And that only happens after about maybe 7 or 8 kills or so. It just means you can't just camp the same dinosaur over and over and over again. Okay, so we have the 2 blue spears. We need 1 more vine. And we need 1 more log. There's the tree over there. It's always the first one that's the slowest one while you try to figure out what the weakness is for the dinosaur. But after this, you can enter the instance knowing that it's blue. And then it's much easier after that. So then you can focus on just making your blue spears, building the ballista, and you can kill the dinosaur within 2 minutes. It is quite simple as soon as you've figured out what the weakness is. It's always the first one is the slowest. Again, just using bladed dive whenever I can. Using surge, keeping on the move. So both of them are now armed. I can now create the trap. It's starting to get a bit orange there, so we're now going to move away. Again, as soon as we see orange, that's when we want to think about moving. Oh, and because I used 2, I ran out of bait, so I now need to run over to my chest and grab some bait. That's absolutely fine, and then we can run over. Again, making use of that bladed dive where we can. Lay the trap. Now we now know that the blue does 30,000 damage. He has 60,000 health left. We know he's dead. All you have to do then after that is skin the dinosaur. And there you go. That is 1 successful big game hunter kill. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did creating it. If you could just please drop a like, drop a subscribe, even comment down below what videos you'd like to see in the future. I'm really enjoying making these videos for you. The support has been amazing. And yeah, let's just keep it moving forward, guys. Thanks very much. And I'll see you on the next one.